Hey guys, it's Robin, and I am here to discuss my week 3 discussion 2 on positive power is what I was assigned to, and it's gonna be a little bit harder for me because I have to read because it was 300 words. Oh my! But anyways, so this week I thought was a little bit interesting in everything that we had to talk about, and did a little bit of looking up in chapter 6 on Henry Mintzberg, and he was one that developed the 13 games that he thought was going to be best for the organization, elaborate model for behavior as a series, and political games and players, such as the influencers, and representing different external and internal interest groups seeking control of organization decisions and actions. And I got that out of the reading material that we have for Freights. So looking over the 13 games, he developed insurgency, counterinsurgency, sponsorship, alliance building, empire building, budgeting, expertise, lording, liner versus staff, rival camps, strategic candidates, whistleblowing, and Young Turks. The only one that I thought that really fit for ours, that was going to be in a positive one, was sponsorship. And sponsorship is junior staff seeking patronage from powerful leaders. And that basically was the example they used was the financial analytic seeking information from the chief financial officer to be her mentor. So basically, how does that relate to me? So I have a story to tell on how that helps relate to me. And for that one, about 5.5 years ago, I was the treasurer in our fire department, and I was put in that position abruptly. The former, whatever you want to say, treasurer quit abruptly. He left due to a large fight within the fire department, and I was kind of thrown in that position. So I really didn't have a lot of background in accounting. I barely even knew how to do my own checkbook. So I took over that for about 5 months, trying to get us out of the red area, and I had a really hard time. So I went to our fire chief and I said, listen, I don't know how I'm going to be able to pay for our building payment come the beginning of the year. So he said, well, let's go to the bank. Let's see what we can do about that. I said, okay. So we went to the bank, and the bank told us to start selling our fire trucks. And they also said that we may need to sell an ambulance. And I was kind of like stunned by that, because how in the world are we going to sell a fire truck and an ambulance when that's what we do? It's not like selling a car. It's not like selling, having a yard sale and start trying to make profit. We are there to protect our community, and we need our fire trucks. So we said, let's see what we can do. Let's see what other options we have. So we happened to think, and we had a committee meeting with our executive committee, and the executive committee said, well, you know what, the assistant fire chief, his wife works at a bank. She's got a little bit of accounting history, so let's see if she would be able to help us. So we actually met with her, and when we met with her, she sat down and she talked to us a little bit about what was going on, gave us a couple of tips on what to do, and that helped a little bit. We were able to make our building payment, thank God, without selling anything. Let me just note you that. And we actually asked her to join the fire department. She was hesitant at first, but then she decided to do so, and she joined. And since she joined, about 5 or 6 months later, she actually became the treasurer. I was glad to give it up. It was a lot of responsibility, so I went ahead and I gave up the treasurer's position to her. And each year she applied for grants. We ended up getting EMS grants, which we were not aware of. I think the former treasurer hid those things from us, but we applied for EMS grants. We